Have you ever had the thought to yourself, I need to make a change. I'm sick of where I'm at right now and things need to change. I need to make more money. I need to be more successful. Things must change right now. And you wish there was a secret method to brainwash your mind to become successful. This is exactly what I did to become rich in wholesaling real estate. I did a method that is very unconventional, but I was able to turn my brain into a broke person, into a rich person that works hard, really doesn't care about stupid stuff, and actually does the work that it takes to become successful. I don't think I was always wired like this, and this was something I did to brainwash my mind for success that I want to give to you in this video. Now, a lot of you guys watching this have these thoughts in your mind. I'm tired. I wish I could do this. I wish I could be one of those rich wholesalers that make all this money wholesaling. And the truth is, and the big secret here, and this isn't a woo-woo video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to be doing. What a man thinks, he becomes. And this is a quote that has been told for thousands of years, but is 100% true. Where your mind wanders is exactly where your actions are going to go. Which means if you have negative thoughts, bad thoughts, you have thoughts of being tired and lazy and not doing the right things, your actions are probably going to match that versus the thoughts of I'm happy, I have energy, I'm great. It's going to help you a lot. Now, there are certain things you can physically be so tired and you have all the chemicals in your brain telling you tired, you didn't sleep for 4 days and be like, oh, just think and manifest having energy. Like, I totally get that part. But for the vast majority of wholesalers, a lot of your issues are going to be with your mindset here. And what I'm going to do is kind of brainwash you a little today for you to become a successful rich wholesaler. And this method is not really a big secret, but this is a method that was kind of used in a lot of TV shows. And this is kind of how I stole it a little, but it really helps me a lot. This is from a TV show called The Office. And in The Office, there's a character there called Dwight Schrute, who's my personal favorite. He's hilarious. And he always said this quote on the show, which is really funny. He said it in his voice, I think of what an idiot would do and I do the opposite of that thing. Which kind of sounds stupid, but smart at the same time. You think of what a dumb person does and just do the opposite of what they do, right? If you think of dumb decisions, you just do smart decisions, right? And that's a really good framework to think about things so you can actually start making more money in wholesaling. So think, what would a wholesaler do? And I'm just going to do the opposite of what they do. And then think, if I'm doing something an idiot would do, I should stop doing that thing. If I'm doing something a broke wholesaler would do, not a rich wholesaler, I should stop doing that said thing. So to become a millionaire wholesaling real estate, or to become a champion in wholesaling, whatever you want to call it, a success, to get that result, you first must do the actions of that person. And the best way to start doing the actions of that rich wholesaler is by thinking like them. Why do you think one of the most popular religious sayings of all time, especially in the United States, is what would Jesus do, right? I'm not giving a whole religious spiel here, but that is a framework that Christians use to kind of make you do better actions or better things, What would this person do who you look at a high regard? Would that person do that thing? If it's a bad thing, he would not, then I'm not going to do that thing. If he would, I would do that thing, right? And so it kind of changes a lot how you think. And this is the same exact framework. There's a reason why that saying became so popular is because it actually worked. And you need to start doing that for yourself, but with wholesaling real estate. What would a rich wholesaler do? Start thinking like that. It will completely brainwash the way that you look into wholesaling real estate. Remove the garbage out of your mind. Rich wholesalers do not have all this garbage in their head. And what's the biggest garbage you can have? These are excuses. Oh, I'm tired today. Cold calling for an hour, that's a lot of work. Ugh, I didn't get the list. I should just give up. Really stop for yourself and think for a moment here. Would a rich wholesaler start having these negative thoughts? Would someone who's broke in wholesaling real estate have thoughts that this isn't for me? Of course they would. You need to stop having bad thoughts. You need to start visualizing yourself as a successful wholesaler. This is why if you start thinking like a rich wholesaler, you start doing the actions of them, and eventually you start doing the actions of a rich wholesaler, you're going to get to that point. If you look at me making my first $100,000 in wholesaling real estate, if you thought exactly with the same mindset I had coming up from 0 to 100K, and you did the same actions as me, you'll get the same exact result. If you want to make $1 million wholesaling real estate and you copy my exact blueprint, I have my free course, freewholesaling.com, you'll get to that point easily, no problem at all. But here's the problem and the thing society has you so screwed up in right now. Everybody wants you to think that your feelings matter so much. And yes, I do feel like if you have a problem personally, whatever, go tell someone about it, have your feelings be out there. That's all great. But when I talk to someone on a business perspective, okay, like business wise, Your emotions, your feelings should not matter. You need to remove your emotions when it comes to wholesaling houses and making a ton of money. That is right. Let me repeat myself. Nobody cares. Just work harder. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how many kids you have. Nobody cares how much sleep you got the night before. Your motivated seller will not even care about how much money you spent in wholesaling. All they care is how you can solve their problem. And so you bringing all this emotional baggage to something that needs no emotion at all to it is just going to lead you to wholesaling failure. Remove the emotions straight into what I can do for my motivated seller and help them out, and just put a ton of volume into wholesaling real estate. You have to remember to have positive visualizations and mindset for things. You are not your thoughts. Let me repeat myself here. This is very important. You are not your thoughts. You can change your thoughts. If you're having negative emotions or bad thoughts, you can change those into something positive. Now, there are circumstances where I totally understand, but for the vast majority of your thoughts, you can change them and make it into the better. Removing your emotions out of wholesaling real estate is going to help you out. Emotions do clear. Emotions do cloud your judgment. It makes the decision-making process a lot more difficult. So real estate wholesaling gurus, when they try to sell you a $5, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 program, they don't tell you logically why you should be doing it, right? They give you emotions. They pump you into your feelings. And then they hit you with the credit card, because once you pump emotions into someone, they can't make smart, educated decisions. And buying a $10,000 guru program from a broke wholesaling guru is not a smart decision. Do what the gurus do. They pump you with emotions, get the emotions out of it, and it'll help you out so much more. On top of this too, to really brainwash yourself for success, start taking positive actions. You got to remember, everyone knows about the downward spiral. I've been talking about this on the channel forever, but do an upward spiral. What I mean by that is just start having positive momentum in your life. So momentum is not a good or bad thing. Momentum is neutral. If things are going in one direction, it's going to keep going in that direction. If things are going the other direction, it's going to just keep going with momentum. An object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest. So if it's going good or bad, momentum doesn't care. It's just going to go whatever side, right? It's not up or down. It's left or right. And the problem is, if your life is going bad in the bad direction, you have bad momentum, you're going to have to use a great force that is greater than the momentum itself to stop that force and start making positive changes. So if you want to start getting positive momentum in your life in wholesaling real estate, start doing the thing that's going to get the results. So your result, this is the thing you want, right? You want to make a ton of money wholesaling houses. You want to get rich. You want all this cash, right? The best thing you can do to get a ton of cash in wholesaling real estate right now is to start talking to more motivated sellers. More marketing is going to lead to more cash and more money in wholesaling real estate. So start focusing on that. More marketing, more money. Because the more you market, the more leads you get in front of. And the more leads you get in front of, the more people that are going to want to sell their house. The more people that want to sell their house, the more contracts. And the more contracts you get, the more deals you get assigned, which is more checks in your bank account. So start a positive momentum. Start thinking like a champion. Start becoming a champion. Start becoming a rich wholesaler. The best way to become a rich wholesaler is to think like them, then the actions will follow. Your mind is a powerful tool. There is a reason why if you and me switch minds right now, I can turn you, with my mind being yours now, I can turn a broke person to a rich wholesaler because of the things I have in my mind and the thoughts I have. It's not about where you live and all these things so I could virtually make a ton of money wholesaling real estate. It's all about your thoughts. And so what I'm trying to do my best in this video and on this YouTube channel is not for you to steal my mind, right? But for you to download little portions of the way I think, the software, so you can import that into your mind so you can get rich too in wholesaling real estate. If you want to get the knowledge right in wholesaling real estate, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, make sure you like this video, and of course, go to freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course where I teach you everything from A to Z, how to wholesale real estate the right way. But that information will not help you at all if you have the wrong mindset. So get your mindset right, think positively, and you got this. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.